99 doing a review of the most amazing movie ever, The Amazing Spider-Man. It was so good. Wonder Woman t-shirt. Anyways, like I was saying, awesome movie. Loved it, loved it, loved it so much. Warning, spoilers. I'm gonna spoil a lot for you, just like the video game did. God damn it. I'm gonna do it. Anyways, the movie starts out with him playing hide and go seek with his friends. Costume shop. Just like my Amazing Spider-Man hoodie. He's sexy. Anyways, like I was saying, the movie starts out with him playing hide and go seek with his parents, and this really weird thing happens. He walks into what I believe is his dad's office. See, everything's trash, Calls in his dad. Dad comes in all like freaked out, like he kind of knows what's going on and everything, so he goes into his briefcase, no, not his briefcase, into his drawer, and he's looking through everything, and then all of a sudden he puts his pencil in the thing, and there's a compartment under the drawer. It slides out and takes all these papers. Comes into play later on in the movie, and basically all this stuff happens, brings him to M.A., Uncle Ben. He lives there, then it shows him looking at his reflection, and it fades out into Peter Parker in high school looking at his reflection, and then all of a sudden flash, there's a basketball at his head, and so you see a bunch of stuff from Peter Parker's point of view and his life and everything, and it's him going into high school, stuff, skateboards, that's cool, and basically he finds, well, first of all, there's a flood in the house, and the basement calls him down to help him, and he's clearing out stuff in the basement so it doesn't flood and get wet. Finds his father's briefcase, brings it up, and man, Uncle Ben know that it was his father. Turns out his mother sold him that his mother sold his father that briefcase. That's how they met. Going through, and there's like nothing in there. It's his glasses, his ID badge, the Oscorp, there's a picture of him and Dr. Connors, who doesn't know it's Dr. Connors right now. Another secret compartment in the briefcase. This dude in the secret compartment, he finds the folders that were hidden in the other secret compartment in the drawer from earlier in the movie. See anything out of this man. Blah blah blah, shows the picture of Aunt May and Uncle Ben. They lie and are like, oh, we don't know who that guy is with your father. Basically, later on, Uncle Ben comes up and tells him it's Dr. Connors, and he goes searching computer, goes to Oscorp, finds Gwen Stacy, and you know he steals this guy's ID badge for an internship, so he really shouldn't be there. And he goes snooping around, blah 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 blah, and then finds the guy who plays him, but I believe he's playing Dr. Rotha, who drops a folder, and he picks it up and sees the double zeros with the cross out, which is on his father's papers. So he starts following this guy into this room, finds you know, he does this really cool keypad thing to unlock. And, you know, he sees what later becomes his web shooters. Cartridges for the web shooters, and see all this webbing project, and he goes into the store, and there's all these spiders there, and they look really cool in ultraviolet light or something like that. And there's all this webbing here, and he goes like, ding, like he's playing a harp. And then all of a sudden, all this stuff happens, all the spiders fall on him, and he's like, and then basically, he walks out, one of the spiders is on him, he gets bit. His spider powers on the subway when this douche puts a beer bottle on his head, drips down, blah blah blah, girl's shirt rips off, kicking ass, blah blah blah. All that stuff happens. I love it. Stuff goes on about him discovering his powers. It's all pretty funny. And is this whoops. Okay. And you know, Uncle Ben dies, he gets shot, so he starts looking out for this guy. Long, blonde hair, sunglasses, star tattoo. Right here. And so he gets this red mask with sunglasses and a black beanie and this like black jacket, making that costume for Big Apple Comic Con. So excited! Oh my God. A star right here. You know, the guy who killed Uncle Ben. Just reminding you guys. Stuff goes on, looking for people. He never really finds him. You never find him. And then, you know, he makes a Spider-Man suit. That's really cool. I love the new Spider-Man suit. Well, I mean, I like the original better. I mean, like 2099, the best, obviously. Check that out. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome, and you're jealous. Love you. Goes on with him helping Dr. Connors with this formula. The decay rate algorithm uses, you know, grows back his arm, turns into the wizard. He's on the bridge and stuff. He saves the kid. You know, lizard gets away. Blah 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 blah. Stuff like that happens. Can you see me inhaling the meth? Some cool stuff happens. There, I said it. And you know, stuff in the movie that, you know, goes on. Not really what I'm not gonna tell you the entire movie, but all the stuff happens. And then now here is towards the end of the movie where I'm gonna spoil some things, just like the video game. Damn you, awesome game, for spoiling the movie for me. Kind of like the final battle scene, like, mask is messed up. Like, not the final battle, but like lizards turning the troopers into like lizard troopers, stuff like that. And Thor's hammer. I thought I'd show you guys. I made it. Yeah, Spider-Man and tells Gwen Stacy to run a formula that will cure all of it. All this stuff happens. Stacy finds out Peter Parker's Spider-Man, who he's never liked Spider-Man or Peter Parker, I'm pretty sure. And, you know, tells Gwen, you know, blah, 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 gets the formula from Gwen, tries to get it over to Spider-Man, gets it over to Spider-Man. Now, this is kind of the final battle scene. Captain Stacy swoops in, well, doesn't swoop in, he walks in, but, he does a really cool thing when Spider-Man stuck like, his mask comes off, and all of a sudden, you know, the list is going on and on and on. Oh, no mother, no father, no uncle, Captain Stacy with a shotgun's like, boom, he's not alone. And it was really cool. He cures everyone, including Dr. Connors, and, you know, all this stuff. And then Captain Stacy gets stabbed like, by the lizard, and he's dead. He dies. He makes Peter promise something to him. Peter, leave Gwen out of it. Don't put her in danger. I'm dead. Oh, you know, he's now leaving Gwen alone. And then all this stuff happens where he tells her that he can't, goddamn mask, can't be with her, stuff like that. She's crying, they walk away, and then at school, he comes in late to class, and Gwen Stacy sits right in front of him in this class. The teacher says, "Oh, you're late again, again," says Peter Parker. She's like, "You shouldn't make promises you can't keep." In this epic whispers into Gwen's ear, "Those are the best kinds of promises, the ones you don't keep." Exactly how it said, but that's basically really cool. And then, holy tampons. After the credit scenes was awesome! It's Dr. Connors in the cell. Thunder, no, lightning. Psh, psh, psh. Someone's in the cell with him. Is it Norman Osborn? Is it Mysterio? I don't know. I really hope it's Mysterio, though, because Mysterio is a beast and a boss. Best villain ever made. Love Mysterio. Anyways, awesome movie. 10 out of 10. Loved it. So cool. So cool. So cool. So cool. Comment down below on how much you liked it, because I can't imagine anyone who didn't like it. You know, like, favorite, subscribe.